For the Night has produced records for Bad Bunny, Don Toliver, Lil Uzi Vert, and he's a Grammy award-winning producer. He recently did a free Q&A with the Saucework community. It's a great chance for you to ask questions with some of these phenomenal producers. We do these all the time. If you want to join, there will be a link below. I started off by asking For the Night how he got signed to Wonder Girl as a producer.
I met Wanda through her cousin Matt. Also known as Matt the Eye. Can I get in a session with Wonder Girl? And he's like, hell fucking no. Then he's just like, but I'll bring you along, and you could just, just sit around and just kind of just watch, just be chill. So he just brought me to the studio and found the right moment to just say hey, I'm a producer, can I play some beats? And played some beats, and you could just tell she did not mess with it at all. I got her number and I just kind of stayed in contact with her. I just took the liberty of messaging her on holidays like Christmas, her birthday, Thanksgiving, just said certain stuff like that, just to kind of just keep my name in the loop. I could send so much stuff, but it's not enough. Everybody's sending her stuff. So that was one thing I really just wanted to just be a actual, just a person, genuine person. From there, I met one of her friends. He's an artist named Glowman. Made a song for him, and then after, pretty sure she heard it, and then from there just followed me, and then from there it was history.
That's a story of persistence. I always say you got to be consistent and you got to be persistent. It sounds like maybe she wasn't into the beats at first, but you stuck with it. What was it that kept you going, even though you might have got a no? A lot of people would just give up. You know what I mean? It's they wouldn't. They would. But it sounds like you stayed consistent. You didn't let that knock you down. If anything, you just improved your craft and got better.
One thing that made me stop was she was my favorite producer, right? So I just kind of knew when she really heard the new development, she would really mess with me. Yeah, it was just one of those ones that was I wouldn't take no for an answer. Not a forceful way, but it was I'm gonna keep doing this, and not be pushy, because there's people in this industry I feel are very pushy with the music. It's important thing that a lot of producers don't do nowadays. Calm down. They're people. Don't bombard you with, yo, I just have a pack. At least check up on them, hope you're doing well, because at the end of the day, those are the things that stick in people's heads.
I just want to know, man, what was that moment when you got that first Grammy? What were you doing? Who hit you up? Were you asleep? Were you just chilling? And how did that come about?
Yo, you want to know something crazy? I was actually having a very rough time, in life. I think I was at one of my lowest points. Another thing that people don't realize, man, when you go through certain stuff in life, it's literally just a couple seconds away from greatness, something big happening. And I feel a lot of people will kind of give up or quit, and it's that's kind of a door opening for yo, something big is about to happen and God is setting you up for it. So I feel with the Grammy, it was bro, I was going through a bunch of life stuff that happened. I'm yo, this is crazy, bro. I was literally about to I was thinking of quitting music. I was thinking of the worst, and being positive and being yo, this is just a phase in my life. Phases don't last forever. It's gonna push through and something big's gonna happen. So yeah, man, just always know that when something bad is happening in your life, something good is coming around the corner for sure.
Something that a lot of people don't discuss, and I even mentioned myself, I definitely struggle with anxiety, and I think mental health is just so underrated in the production community. We literally sit in these dark rooms and try and make beats, and we stress ourselves out. We put all this pressure and noise on ourselves, and it can have a big mental toll. Yeah, is there anything in particular you can share to just how you keep your mental health in check?
The biggest thing for producers and everybody here, don't chase placements. I can't stress that enough. Just don't chase placements, bro. If you chase placements, it'll literally just ruin your whole entire mental, bro. Just focus on making good music and everything will fall in line, bro. Music is not the only thing that is here, bro. Life is there, bro. Bro, if you're making music 7 days out of the week, yo, just take at least maybe one day to yourself, just chill. And yeah.
Big shouts out to Jay in the chat here. He said he's in Africa. How did the Don Toliver record come together?
That was a crazy story. So that was really my sample pack era. It was one of those samples where you make it and you just don't have anybody in mind. That was the sample. And I sent it to another person that was he signed to Wonder Girl as well. His name is Freaky. He made a beat to it, apparently sent it to Wonder, and then it got placed. But the catch is, and the funny part is, I was on a live on my boy's Genius's live.
Oh wow.
And he was playing a song in the background. And it was Don Toliver, so I'm oh, this is a sick song. This is Like, I wonder, like, where, like, when did he drop a song? I'm so confused. And after the live, I just kind of just went off the live, just went about my business, went to the mall, and my phone just started like blowing up. I'm like, the heck? I look at him like, bro, this was the song that he was playing in the live. It was my song. And I'm like, yo, that was crazy.
Another question that a couple people had: what is your approach to working with bigger artists? Obviously, you got the plaque behind you, Bad Bunny. Like, how do you prepare for those sessions? Do you come in with specific ideas? Do you try and just create something on the spot? The person that was asking was just really curious about that balance between preparation and just going in and you know, being spontaneous.
If you come in with beats that sound like their sound, yo, a lot of times they don't choose that stuff. Like, it's the craziest thing. I don't know what it is. It's like, yo, I'm gonna go in and make Lil TJ beats or make a Don Toliver beat. 9 times out of 10, they're actually not gonna choose the beats that like you make for them.
The artists don't want to be just like force fed. They want to kind of like work with the producers and create a new sound, because like they're trying to define their sound, their music as well too. So like it has to be a balance, you know.
Try to at least have like, I don't know, I usually go in like a session with like maybe 4 or 5 ideas. So I'll probably do 2 ideas that are like super left field. Like, it's like, yo, they probably wouldn't even choose this, but let me just, you know, start the idea.
Alexis asked, how is it working? How's it working with Black?
Yo, so I worked with Black like a couple times. I worked with him at a camp with Wonder Girl and a couple other people. The song that I have with him on his album, his most recent album, that one was through one of my boys, Baby Shad. Amazing A&R. Yeah, just sending like constant packs, bunch of packs, and Black ended up choosing that one, and yeah, ended up making a record out of it.
Questions here in the chat. What's something that separates beginner beats from more professional beats, in your opinion?
Sound selection, number one. That's like I feel like the key thing is like, do all the sounds, are they all having a conversation with each other? Like, are they all there for a purpose? I feel like people just kind of throw stuff in there like randomly. It's like, is everything working with each other? It's like, you can listen to a beat, it's like, yo, this does not need to be here. Yeah, I feel like one easy way of doing it is like just making, like putting a bunch of sounds in a beat, muting each sound, and then seeing that, okay, this actually doesn't need to be here. You know what I'm trying to say?
Daniel asked in the chat here, what is the best way to collab with other producers? How do you find some producers to work with, and how and where is the best way to sell your beats, I guess, or sample packs online?
So I'm gonna be very specific. Best way to collab in 2024. Yo, literally just collabing, funny enough, with your homies. Trust me, like it works. When you work with people that are just like-minded, bro, if literally one person gets that placement,
it's over.
One guy can like just share it with everybody. Like, you don't just say the connections and everything. So just like, find a group of people that, you know, you really mess with and you have a really good connection with, and yo, from there, everything will fall in line.
In the past year or two, I've seen you go from producer to DJ. Like, there's been many other things that you've done outside of just your production. So like, how do you approach For The Night's brand? You got clothing. I got the shirt hanging up in the closet right now. You're like, you know, you're doing so many things. What is your approach or take to, you know, branding yourself as a producer?
Like I said before, like, yo, 2024, just getting placements is not enough. There's people out there that probably have a lot of Drake placements or whatever, and it's like nobody will kind of know them. Placements don't really do enough nowadays. I'm a big fan of music. Like, I just love music, and my goal was to kind of build For The Night as a brand, not just as a producer. And DJing was a really, really big thing. Like, it's definitely helped me when it came to like the creative process, because now I kind of listen to music as a consumer now. I kind of see what people like in the clubs when it comes to like dance music, Afro, you know, trap or whatever. It's like, you kind of see the stuff that people dance to, what kind of beats, like, yo, like everybody's dancing to this song. What makes this song a hit? You listen to it, you kind of break down the song, and you kind of like dissect it and be like, yo, this is okay, let me try to make something along the lines of still adding your own sound, you know? And that's just me. Like, I want to be a brand. I just don't want to be behind the scenes forever.
If you did have, I don't know if you do have any advice, like if you had to start over again, you didn't have the connections, you didn't have the placements, and you were releasing a sample pack in 2024 going into 2025, is there anything in particular that you would do to help with that, you know, branding and all of the other things that actually matter when it comes to like, hey, I got samples, come check them out?
Reels and TikToks. Simple.
Content.
Like, that is literally the biggest thing I know. Reels and TikTok, bro. Like, yo, you'll literally be scrolling through Instagram and through Reels. A random person, like, the algorithm, how it works, it just puts you in front of a random producer. That's like the best way to pick up samples. And then from there, you know, a lot of people hit you up and you'll be like, oh, like, I also have a pack, like, I can send you. But yeah, Reels and TikToks in 2024.
Yeah.
Like that's damn near probably the easiest way. Then there's YouTube and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah.
Big thanks to For the Night. This was an hour-long conversation, entirely free. We whittled it down to the best parts. If you're watching this tonight, there's also another live Q&A happening with God Bless Eli. I'd love for you to join. That link is going to be below. And if you're watching this after October 17, 2024, there will be a link below. You can sign up for future emails that will notify you when we are having these conversations. I would love to see you there. I go by my best friend Jacob, Software Audio. We'll see you again soon.